Hi guys, so today I thought I'd come and do my autumn empties. So these are all the products that I've been finishing up during the autumnal seasons. And yeah, I don't have a lot of things like specifically used up that have like an autumnal scent or anything like that. It's just a lot of random pieces that I've been getting through. A few, what's the word? Decluttered items, I think. And so yeah, let's just get started. So as usual, I always come and show some wet wipes. I've probably still got some more in the little bag that I've got beside me. The first load, I actually bought a massive pack of, well, I didn't buy these, my boyfriend bought a massive pack of the Pampers sensitive fragrance free wipes. I use these to take off my makeup, I don't know, anything really. They come in handy for a lot of stuff, especially when it was coming like transitioning from the summery month into autumn. So yeah, great stuff. I like baby wipes particularly for my skin because they're gentle. Then we've got this here. This is the Head and Shoulders anti-dandruff conditioner, damage rescue conditioner. I've had this for actually years. I stopped using it, like I think I must have got this when I was still relaxed, like in the early days, because I used to use Head and Shoulders because I got dandruff, but then I realised how to work with my hair, and I realised it wasn't really for the texture. Even though I was relaxed, it wasn't really for my texture. It dried my scalp out even more. And then I just started to use it to like clean makeup brushes and stuff like that, like randomly. But I thought, nah, this is getting on a bit now. I was going to chuck it away, and I was like, let me just use up. If it smells bad, I won't use it, but I'll just use it to like mix my hair dyes, because I always stayed away from this because it's got a slight tint to it. I thought it would throw off the colour of the dye that I was using, but it didn't really. It was just a nice conditioner to, well, I say nice, but I don't know, I don't feel like it actually conditions my hair really, but it was just something to help mix stuff and pastel out shades that I didn't want to be super bright. So yeah, I don't use Head and Shoulders. I haven't used them really for years to actually clean my hair and condition my hair, but there's that. Then I used up a Original Source shower gel. This is the Hydrating Water Infusions Pineapple and Lemon Zest. This stuff is really, really nice. There's another one. I can't remember if it's in this load of stuff or if I've already mentioned it somewhere, but it was really good as well. These have such like vibrant scents. It smells like you could eat it. Like, oh, it's so juicy and tasty. Yeah, I definitely recommend these, or this line of the Original Source shower gel. Finished up a Yankee candle. This one I've had on and off going on for a while. This is the Sparkling Lemon Yankee candle, and it smells fantastic. I love fresh zesty scents like that, so this was a much loved one. Another baby wipe. Well, this one's actually the Superdrug Cleansing Facial Wipes. Again, I don't usually go for actual facial wipes, but I think this must have been on some sort of sale, or I got it, I don't know, with some sort of purchase. Did the job, really nice, really hydrating, but again, I tend to opt for baby wipes to help with my makeup removing phase. Another piece of skincare here. This is the Hydrating and Brightening Sheet Face Mask by Barry M. I got this as like a free product when buying some products how long ago, and I finally got around to using it. I do have a little face mask tab on my Instagram highlights, so if you do want to feel like you want to see my thoughts on that a little bit more, you can check that out, because I do review face mask, even briefly, on that tab. I see another skincare thing sticking at the top here. So when I was moving and I couldn't really find a lot of my stuff, I bought like this tiny little simple moisturising face wash. I also got like the cream as well, and they did the job. I actually realised how much I like Simple again, because before that, like when I was getting into skincare a bit more, and when Simple first came out, I was trying their products and I was enjoying them, but then I felt like they were drying out my skin, so I stopped them and I just found other stuff. But coming back to it, I feel like it was a nice sort of clean detox basic thing that helped refresh my face, did the job, and I was like, actually I really quite like them. So I put my boyfriend onto it, and he now uses the little moisturiser like this. I can't see them in like big sizes though. I don't know if they're under a different name or something, but yeah, these are like £1 each. You usually see them, you know, those little deals that grab you when you're at the till. So yeah, that's that. As usual, Aveeno face cream, or just a cream in general. I love this stuff. I'm going to have to start getting a big tube of it at some point, I think. It's good for hydrating eczema skin as well. Next up, I finished up a Crazy Colour by Rainbow Candy Floss hair dye. I've been using this for, I feel like, a couple of years now. Like this specific colour, I've used the brand on and off for multiple years. But I've been dyeing my hair pastel pink. It's not as pink as I would have liked it these days. I tried to do something different, it didn't work out. But yeah, I don't know how long I'll stay pink for. I'm feeling like going a different colour of late, but we shall see. Ow. Nevertheless, these are always really good dyes. On to a little bit of makeup. Oh, before that, sorry, another Aveeno cream here. So I finished up the Beauty Pie 750 Milk Chocolate little foundation sample thing. I've got videos on Beauty Pie if you aren't interested. I think I did 3 videos overall, so I'll link the first one out of those 3 for you. Yeah, so I started wearing foundation again, like on the weekends, and used up this little sample. It started to get thick and a bit congealed, to be honest, but there wasn't much left, so I thought I'd just clear it out. Yeah, all my thoughts and stuff regarding those makeup products are in those videos, I believe. I also finished the Beauty Pie False Flash Lash Mascara. I think I talked about it in one of those videos, probably the later one. This is a really good mascara, actually. I wasn't expecting to like it as much because the wand's like short and spiky, but it really like grips the lashes and like makes them look fluttery, and oh, I liked it. It was good. If I ever replenished that subscription, I'd definitely get this again. I finished up a concealer. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define. I really like these concealers. This is in the shade C13, of which was my original shade when they first came out, but then they came out with 12.5. That's actually my all over face shade, so I was using this to like add a bit of bronziness, especially when I get paler in the winter. I didn't have much left of this when we transitioned a little bit more into the autumny time, but it still had enough like tint to it to make it look like I was rosier around the sides of my face. Another hair product here. Oh, I don't know if I've shown a hair product yet, actually. Oh yeah, I have. The hair dye. I finished up, I've got loads of these little things that come with box dyes. I don't really buy too much dyes these days, like hair dyes, but this is one of those things, and I thought let me just use it up. Again, I think I mixed it all together when I was doing some sort of pastel colour thing. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Preference number 3, because it was like the 3rd item used out of that box set. And it's the High Shine Conditioner 6-week weekly treatment. I like this enough. Like, I tend to like these little things that come in hair dyes. Like, it's a nice extra boost you need after colouring. Again, I don't tend to use, I don't tend to go out my way and buy a lot of those box dyes now. I tend to use like mainly, and I always really have gravitated more towards these vegetable based semi-permanent dyes, but still, whenever I do get one of those box things, I like the little conditioners inside. This is another one. This is from the Garnier Olia After Colour Care. I believe I've got a video on that. I will link it if so, but it was like a nice rose gold shade. It was so pretty, and I've been wanting to try one of their hair dyes for ages, but when they first came out they had a lot of natural colours and I didn't want to dye my hair a natural colour, so I held out, and then I realised, like probably last year actually, around the time I filmed the video, that they had some more like unnatural colours. They're still very soft and delicate because they had like some nice sort of blood orange, but like a pastely blood, like colours that are still wearable but definitely not natural. So yeah, I liked that. I decided to chuck out this. I used to, back in the day, put styling wax in my hair. This is the VO5 styling wax, and to be fair, for that it was really good. I could brush it out okay, I believe, and it didn't have like too much crunch or whatever. Just add a little bit of more like wetness to it and it slip out. This is what I used to use when I was relaxed and I was in my like scene days and I had like big hair, and I used to just do look like these weird little Sonic the Hedgehog spikes coming out the side. I actually still think it looks kind of cool, but that is certainly a phase that has passed. I don't think I could ever do something like that with my hair like this now. I don't know. There's that. Then I used up this foot cream. This one is something that I've had for years as well. I'm trying to use up a load of products before buying stuff in, especially, you know, when you go around you go around the Christmas times and you get all those cool box sets and stuff of like skincare and things like that. I don't think I'll be getting too many now, because to be fair, that was my mum that used to do all of that, but even still, it's nice to have a clear out of the older stuff, and this was certainly one of those older things. So this is the Body Shop Peppermint Cooling Foot Lotion. Again, I don't really have too much to say in terms of foot lotions. Like, I liked the cooling, minty, fresh tingling stuff that it felt, but also it didn't leave like a lasting impression. It just moisturised my feet, but I feel like it doesn't make as much of a difference as regular moisturiser on your body. Like I could just carry on that down to my feet and I wouldn't notice too much of a difference, other than like the rest of my body moisturiser doesn't tingle. Another face wipe here, this is the Yes to Tomatoes Blemish Care and Facial Wipe. I got this from TK Maxx because I think they're like cheaper there. Again, this actually I think surprised me. It was drier than I expected, and I felt like I had to really, well, I clean my face anyway, but like, you know, I like an easy way of like wiping off makeup, and then if I need to go in with something like on a cotton pad and wash my face when I'm feeling not so lazy. But this is so drying that I felt like every time I used it I had to proper like go in afterwards. So I don't know, it's difficult because it felt nice, but at the same time it wasn't wet enough, and that's where my issues are, I would say. I finished up a conditioner. This is the Mayo Moisture Thicken and Restore Bamboo Fibres Conditioner. Again, I believe I've got a video trying out the conditioner and shampoo, so if so I will link that too. I think that was my first go at Mayo Moisture, and yeah, I don't know, I've bought some more since, but they're not as great as all the hype, which is upsetting. Like when they first came out, I think they're just words fail me. They're just aesthetically pleasing, I think, more than anything. Drink time. This is something I've also got on my highlights on Instagram. So I have like a bath review time sort of situation. And this was the Maisie the Unicorn by Pretty Studs. You can find these in Boots. And this was like a unicorn bath bomb, and it was really nice. It smells so good and sugary and sweet, but again, I've got my thoughts on there. Sorry if I sound a bit weird, like I'm battling a headache at the minute. I don't want it to turn into a migraine, so I feel like I'm squinting because I feel like the heaviness sitting on my eyes, you know what I mean? Like it's not nice. I decided to get rid of this George Velvet eyeshadow. I got this as a gift ages ago. I don't know why I made that horrible sound. It feels nice, and like it applies nicely on the, well, it's a little bit powdery, but it applies nicely on the hand. But you know when you just shouldn't really put stuff on your face when they've been sitting around for however long. Oh, I don't really show deodorant, but this was a cool one because it was like my first of this. I had tried the Mitchum spray before. My friend one time was like, you don't sweat throughout the day, it's really good. But I think I prefer the spray to the gel because the gel felt really wet under my pits, but it still felt fresh. I just didn't like the extra slip under my arms. But yeah, this was still good. It is a lip balm I finished. This is the Carmex Classic Lip Cherry, Classic Lip Balm Medicated in Cherry with SPF 15. I actually really like this. I quite like Carmex. They have a very strong medicinal, like tingly minty feel to them, despite whatever flavours mixed in. Like even with the cherry you've got that strong tingly feel, which I guess is supposed to be soothing. It says it's medicated, so it's supposed to help with chapped lips and that. I feel like it really like burns sore lips, so maybe if you've got really like bad dry cracking sore lips, I wouldn't recommend this. But if they're more just on the really dry side, then yeah, probably, just because I wouldn't think it would irritate just dry lips. But yeah, this is nice. I would buy this again. Oh, sadly I decided to check out the Rimmel London Apocalypse Lip Velvet. I remember when these was coming out and I went to get all of them. I remember there was a situation where there was a particular colour I wanted, but I got it in the wrong formula, and I was like, oh no, they won't let me take it back. And I was like, oh, but in America they do, so maybe let me ask. And I was like, that's when I first realised that no, they really don't let you give back makeup in England. But this was a nice colour. I used to wear it, well, I don't know if I did used to wear it, but it's one of those colours I would have to wear with a lip liner. But I've just had it for ages. It smells really gone off, but it is a pretty colour. I don't know if they even make these anymore. The colour, by the way, is in Atomic Rose. What else have I got? Oh, I want to show you these because these are really cool. So these were new out when I got them. They are the Twinings Cold Infused for Water bottle, and this was watermelon, strawberry and mint, and it's basically like squash, like juice. You put it in, like, it's like a little triangle tea bag, but you put it in cold water and shake it, and then you've got juice. I mean, it's really easier and cheaper to just buy juice, but I wanted to try this because it was new and it looked cool, and I like the idea. It's just a little bit like pointless, but it tasted good. A bit too on the minty side, and also I wish it had more flavour, but maybe that depends on how much or how little water you put in. And yeah, I mean, that's that. I just wanted to let you guys know about it. I have another candle down here. This is the snowflake cookie. Absolutely adore this. This is something that I would definitely buy again. I'm pretty sure this was like a rebuy, because I had like this massive Yankee Candle calendar a couple of years back, and they had like loads of little tea lights in there, and I was like, oh my god, the snowflake cookie one's amazing. I don't know if I had that beforehand, but yeah, this is a really good one, really sweet, Christmassy kind of scent. And then I fused up this Nivea Rose and Argan Oil body lotion. This was really nice. It had like a weird slip to it, so it's basically an oil infused lotion. So like there's, I don't even know how to describe it, like there's oil like combined, so it feels and looks kind of translucent. With, it's got colour to it, but it doesn't feel like a thick regular lotion. It feels a little bit like oily, but not greasy. Not you'll have to feel it to understand what I mean, but it was very nice. And I think this was in some sort of set, but I would probably get this again if I saw it, or something similar. Some more Aveeno creams. Another baby wipe. This is the Johnson's Gentle All Over Wipe. Same sort of stuff. I like baby wipes for my skin. I used up a hair cream conditioner sort of thing. This is the African Pride Olive Miracle Anti-Breakage Formula. Helps stop breakage, split ends and dryness. I really like this. It smells like tropical. Not like Malibu, but kind of like that, but more with pineapple. So maybe Malibu with pineapple. I feel like I've said that in a video already recently, but this was nice. I really liked how it made my hair feel. Like it was like not heavy, it was nice and light and feathery, and it just like really hydrated my hair. And it's only cheap as well. Like, so well, it was £4, and this lasted me ages, because it's so wet and slippery. You feel like you're really coating it nicely, and you don't have to keep going back in and slapping loads on. It works in really nicely. So yeah, I'd have to have a look out for this and possibly get it again. Oh, I have another tea. This is the Oriental Slytherin Ceylon. I never know if I pronounce that right. It's a Ceylon. I don't know how to pronounce that. Black tea, peppermint and lemongrass. This is an Etsy store. The Etsy store is Oriental. They do really cool like fandom teas and stuff, and I've still got some more. I think I have one more possibly to drink, but yeah, these are really good. They're loose leafed, so you'd need like one of those tea sieve things, you know what I mean, but they're really good. Or maybe you could even steep it in a teapot, I don't really know. Oh, this is what I was mentioning earlier about the Simple Hydrating Light Moisturiser. I had the face wash earlier. So this is the moisturiser again, same sort of thoughts. Really nice, refreshing to just have basic skincare at that point when I needed it. Yet again, another Aveeno cream. Some more declutters here. So I've got this MUA Shade 12 Pearl. Yeah, I really don't go for colours like this anymore. This is like a really dark charcoal grey. Oh, it's got like weird purple tints in it, and it's shimmery. Not my sort of colour. I had it for years. I'm not even going to swatch these ones because that'll just be a mess. But these are Avon Colour Trend Flirty Eyes Butterfly Frost Cream Shadows. Not a nice colour palette actually, and also probably infested with bacteria at the moment. Finally got rid of this little white eyeliner pencil in Snow White. I think it's MUA. I'm not too sure that it sharpened off the actual brand name, but I used to put this in my waterline when I used to do more anime sort of eyes, if you will. And then I've just had this sitting around for ages. I really don't know why. I got rid of my I think, is this Bratz or the Barbie one? I think this is my Barbie perfume. Yeah, because it had a little Barbie bee chain thing. I loved this when I got this when I was a child. I don't know why I'm still holding on to it. I sort of started using it again when I was like, oh my god, I've got way too many perfumes. This was like a good few years ago. I've got to get through them. And then I just stopped using it because I got more perfumes. And yeah, this really should not be going on my skin. The thing's all broken. I used to decant it into my little, what do you call them? I took it to prom. It's like a nice little sleek bottle that you can put large perfumes, like they're liquid, into it, so you don't have to carry the large perfume out with you. I used to decant it into that, but even then I was like, nah, I shouldn't really be putting that on my skin. And I just sprayed it on like my bed so it wasn't directly touching me. But yeah, this is some sort of Barbie perfume. And lastly, something that's not very exciting, I don't know why I put it in here. It's just the eSalon Stain Guard, which eSalon, I should really try and go on there again actually. I haven't been on there in years. I did a video all on that as well actually. They have like custom made hair dyes for you, so you say what you want, the sort of colour you're after, They are on the more permanent side, I think. I think you can choose semi-permanent as well, actually. I don't know, I'll have to have a look again. I'm interested in trying that again. And they can cater to you, so how often your hair grows and stuff like that, what sort of level of colour your natural hair is, how often you want it like shipped to you. But yeah, there's that. Anyway, that's all for this video. Let me know if you have any fun empties this time round. I shall speak to you in another video soon. I had way too much saliva there. Did you see me struggle to swallow? See you later. Bye.